So the comment you played earlier showed, what do you want me to do, go down there with a mop? Well, maybe if he showed up with a backhoe, a bulldozer, or even a little bobcat, he could have helped repair the dunes that he doesn't think were damaged by that storm. And you can see they're already trying to fix the dunes. Remember, we showed this yesterday. I was walking around there. It was 20 feet high over there. So you can see the repair work already underway because they were hearing Sue's forecast about a possible another storm on the weekend. And without that dune, the homes across the street are in deep danger. And with us is the North Wildwood Mayor, Patrick Rosanello. So after he says, what do you want me to do, go down them with a mop? Oh, we have this crazy mayor in Cape May County. And so you were a big supporter of Governor Christie, both elections. You got your kids have pictures with the governor. You thought you were on a friendly basis, and you hear him call you crazy last night up in New Hampshire. That didn't sit well with you personally, but even more so, you weren't happy with the disrespect you thought he showed to all the people suffering here.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I mean, he can call me names. I don't mind that. It's very disappointing, though. My children have met the man. I've met his wife and his children. I've spent a lot of hours with him over the years during his runs for governor, his visits to town, during Hurricane Sandy when he was here. So it's just disappointing that a man who's the governor of the state of New Jersey, a man who wants to be the president of the United States, would lower the discourse in a situation such like this the way he did last night. There was no reason for it. The situation was moving along. We were working with the state to resolve this. And for whatever reason, whatever calculation he made, he decided to start name calling. But again, I can handle that. My biggest concern is the complete and utter disrespect that he has shown to the first responders, the firemen, the police. You've seen the videos. You've seen firemen out there in waist-deep water. You've seen police extracting people from flooded cars. For him to just completely disrespect the efforts that they put forth this past weekend, it's unconscionable. And lastly, the residents, the business owners who today are tearing walls out of their houses, tearing up carpets, who have their lives have been completely disrupted. And his lack of compassion it's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it, quite frankly, from an elected official.
I drove over here and I saw blocks of just furnishings from people's kitchens all the way back to their bedrooms, all lining the streets. And then he said there were no evacuations. How many people did you evacuate in an emergency?
The city of North Wildwood had about 150 emergency evacuations, and there were hundreds more who self-evacuated. That's just in North Wildwood.
Yeah, so he obviously doesn't have his facts right. And then here we are, a week before the Iowa caucus, 2 weeks to the day before New Hampshire. And this isn't just a local story. Even though all politics is local, up in New Hampshire and across the country, they saw his, what you would certainly consider lack of leadership in this storm after praising his leadership in Sandy.
Again, I've been a big supporter of Governor Christie. I supported his efforts after Hurricane Sandy, but I don't know what happened this time. It seems like he made a decision last Friday that this storm wasn't going to be a big storm. Didn't matter what happened, he made the decision this wasn't going to be a big storm. He wasn't going to focus on it, and he was focused on something else. And regardless of the facts on the ground, he didn't change that story. And apparently, as of last night, he still hasn't changed that story, despite the fact that the overwhelming evidence, video evidence, the personal stories are telling a complete and utter different tale than the one the governor's telling.
And the other problem is, Alex and Mike, is when he talks down this storm, it's harder for local towns to get federal aid. And Patrick Rosanello told us yesterday, just the dune damage here in North Wildwood, $10 million, not counting the damage to the people's homes and the seawalls and all the other parts of the Jersey Shore in Cape May County that are damaged. So it hurts not just on a respect level, but also hurts on a financial level if you've got the leader of your state downplaying the damage when you're going to be asking the federal government to help you pay for millions in damage.
I wouldn't doubt that some of his opponents for the presidential race will use this in an ad.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know that's coming. If he was doing better in the polls.